Hi, this is Stephen with Configurable Management. This video is an overview of our Decisions for SAP Solutions automation platform. Decisions for SAP Solutions is a business automation platform that focuses on process automation as well as data handling and business rule execution, and is designed for both the business and IT to develop solutions without writing a single line of code. Now, why Decisions for SAP Solutions? Well, it's a zero-code development for SAP as well as other systems. But it's also an environment where the business and IT can collaborate. So business and IT can use the same no-code development platform to meet both of their needs, whether it be simple or very complex. So again, one platform. We also have some master data governance templates that will jumpstart a master data governance initiative or augment maybe an existing master data governance platform. But we also meet the business user where they are. And what that means is, they can work within a portal, or they might receive an email that they need to reply to communicate back to a task or complete a task. We can also use text messaging or telephony. Common use cases, I've mentioned master data governance. We also have something called active data governance, which is an active way of ensuring the data, your master data in SAP, meets the business rules that you have set up. But we can also do things like capital expense, budget requests, approvals, and then management against expenditures against that approved budget so that you ensure you don't overexpend your budget. We can also simplify the SAP purchase request or PO release strategies. Not necessarily by removing or taking out your configuration, although that would be an option, but we can leverage your existing configuration and through email exchanges ease that process. We can also do SAP user maintenance. The list goes on and on and on, but I wanted to give you a few examples of some common use cases that we use the platform for. Now, our platform is logically organized into a couple of parts. There's an end user portal and the designer studio. But from a technical perspective, it's one platform. And we simply govern access by user permissions. When you're in the user portal, you will see a dark blue bar across the top of the browser. And when you're in the designer studio, an orange bar. Now this is skinnable and can be customized to whatever you may want. But you can build out a complete user interface to collect accurate data that follows your business rules for a workflow process. Or you can create task lists, reports, and dashboards regarding maybe a workflow status or information about a workflow, or you can build KPIs and etc. Now, our workflows are really about moving and manipulating data and engaging people when necessary to get work done. We accomplish this through a sequence of what we call steps. These steps are dragged and dropped and connected in our Visio-like design environment to create the exact workflow you're looking to build. On the right side, you'll see a list of about 15 of our most common steps like presenting a form or sending an email or creating an assignment, sending a notification. But we have several thousand steps that do things like integrate with Salesforce, or read and write data from an external database, or make external service calls. We have about 40 plus integration steps with Excel alone. We can create PDFs, or we can create business rules. These are all steps and have a similar drag and drop integration solution, or experience, I should say. Now, I mentioned business rules. We have several types of business rules, and this slide is showing what we call a truth table, but other examples of business rules would be statement rules or matrix rules that might look like a data grid, or expression rules. And our rules engine is enterprise class. We have companies running millions of rules a day through their business rule engine. And business rules can have several different behavior types. For example, a rule could output a true or false, or it could output data, or it could be set up as a scoring rule to calculate maybe a data quality score, for example. Or rules can take action, and upon execution, kick off other workflows or trigger a connection to another system. So very robust enterprise class business rule capability. I mentioned reports. Our reports and dashboards are also built with our graphical drag and drop design environment. And I think this is another differentiator of our product. Reports can look at data from within Decisions for SAP Solutions or outside of Decisions for SAP Solutions. And we can filter and sort and group data. What differentiates our reports and dashboards with other BI tools is the fact that our reports can be designed to get work done. They can be interactive and actionable based on a user's permission. And the state of the entity being reporting on, a user will see a list of workflows or tasks that they have permission to act on. Or if it's a graph, you can drill into that graph and maybe take action or at least see the data that's rendering a portion of, let's say, a pie graph, for example. We also include a case management editor. This editor is designed for case management processes that may or may not follow a straightforward path from start to finish. An example might be a help ticket, where actions that are taken are determined by rules around data. To build a case management application using this visual designer, you simply start by defining what states a case can exist in. And then for each state, you define what actions can be taken on that case or that state of the case. Decisions for SAP Solutions is 100% web delivery. So any modern web browser or mobile device can be utilized. Equally, we have a very open API layer to expose decisions for SAP Solutions to external calls, but also to make external calls from within decisions for SAP Solutions. And data can be stored within our own back-end SQL server, but we can equally access outside databases or other systems of record. We can serve decisions for SAP Solutions up as a service in the cloud, on-premise. It can be your cloud. Regardless of the deployment, it's the exact same software with the exact same features and functionality. Now let's talk about some things that I would argue are pretty big differentiators with our technology. One is collaborative development. What I mean by that is you can have multiple people working on the same solution in parallel. And so that increases the ability to get things done faster. Everything you build is modular and reusable. And you'll see this in some of our demonstrations. But if I build a form for capital expense request and I have another version I want to create, then I can simply copy that form and use it. I can use the form as is, or I can copy and modify it. That's just one example. We also have a step-by-step debugger. And what that means is I can be building and I do not have to deploy my solution in order to kind of test things and make sure my inputs and my outputs are what I think they are or what they should be. We also have a unit testing component integrated with the product. So if I build out my use cases as I'm building my solution, if I modify that solution or maybe that solution connects to Salesforce or SAP and I modify that system, I can actually have Decisions for SAP Solutions integrate my unit testing so that I can ensure that my changes, whatever those changes might be, have not impacted the solutions I have deployed. You can also include external participants. So you can engage customers or suppliers or people outside of your organization. You can install locally. So what that means is I don't have to be on the network to be doing development. So if I have a long flight somewhere and I want to be doing development, I can certainly do that. We also have a repository server. And so all code is managed in our repository server. So I will push that local design into the repository server to push it to our dev, test, and production environments as need be. We also have a software development kit. Now I've said everything's zero code. If you want to write your own steps or do things your own way, you can do that through a software development kit and writing .NET code. That's how we connect to SAP. We leverage SAP's .NET connector to talk to SAP, so all SAP authorization protocols are followed with decisions for SAP solutions. We have a server license model. So what that means to you is there's no user licenses to purchase and maintain. You know what your cost for the product is. And I mentioned external participants. We don't care the number of users or how you use the product. So we have several demos. I encourage you to take a look at some of our demos that will demonstrate various use cases that we have developed with our customers. And thank you for watching this overview of Decisions for SAP Solutions. And please let us know if you have any questions or we can help you in any way. Of course, here's my contact information, or you can go to our website at www.cfg-mgt.com. Thank you and have a great day.